guys, thank you for checking out today's review video. I get to do one of my favorite things on this channel, and that is take a new small batch family owned and operated company and bring it to an audience that likely has not heard of it or tried it. If you have, you're super valuable in the comments to share your unfiltered experiences, opinions, and thoughts. At any time, if you've tried this company, let us know. Now, the company that we're going to be talking about today is called Scotty B's Beard Care. Scotty B's Beard Care, a little bit of information. Scotty was actually born in Scotland, okay, but grew up and was raised in the US in New Mexico, which is where the company is based today. They can be found on like Walmart and Amazon, but this truly is a family owned and operated company. They're just trying the handmade route of Amazon and Walmart, which is a thing. It's not my favorite thing in the world. It's not the greatest to the sellers, but they're trying to get their name out there. They're trying to step out. I love that. Most of their sales right now come from their in-person shows, whether it's like a craft show or you guys know where they have like the farmer's market type vibes. They get out there, they're meeting people, they're explaining the products, they're educating about beard stuff. That is absolutely awesome. Now, this really is family owned and operated. They said that as a family, they do it all together. They pick out the scents. They've done it all in-house, from the website to the labels to the LLC, everything really, really cool. And they've been able to build it as like this little family kind of hobby and hopefully business, and can become more one day. I love that. As someone who's very close with my family, and most decisions are made based around how much time I'm spending, how valuable it is away from them. If it is going to take me away from the family, nothing but applause for them. Those kids are going to learn so many valuable lessons as they get to be a part of a business being created. Massive fan of that. So, a little bit more about these guys. They do have a website. I'll link in I'll link in the description and in the comments. Now, their website does need a lot of work. When I went on there, one thing that I love to do is check out company's website and see how organized it is, because I hear from thousands of you guys on your frustrations with websites, your preferences. This website, I definitely can tell that they kind of put it together or maybe worked with someone on the side, but it does take a lot of work to get that up and optimized and going. But their main business has been in person. So I understand why it's not a priority or something. They got it working. You can buy stuff, but keep an eye out. I would imagine over the next several months, they are going to make some really nice improvements to that website, just because those switches, especially if you have a Shopify site, are so simple to make. And I bet you they do. I'm always here as a helping hand if they ever need to reach out. But beyond that, their oils, guys, you go for $15 on the website. That is very, very fair, very budget friendly, especially nowadays. Things have cost more, from the supplies, whether it's the oils inside, the essential oils, the labels, the bottles, stuff just costs more, and this is a business. So for them to do it at $15, very fair price when you're looking at this. I don't believe I have a discount. They're not an affiliate, anything like that. But one really cool thing about, actually two, let me hit you with two cool things about their oils. Number one, they are all natural, including essential oil only. That's awesome. The second thing is that they are really, really prideful that they have different carrier blends for every scent. Now, right now, they only have the 5 beard oils. They do hope to expand into things like butters and merchandise in the future. That's what they specifically noted to me. But only 5 oils, 5 scents right now. I'm going to go over all of them, but each of these has a different carrier blend. Now, based on my experience and based on what I would consider, they range from medium viscosity to medium thick. I didn't have any that jumped out at me as like a really thin. I didn't have any that were like the thickest of all time. So between a medium and a medium thick, and having the different ingredients and the different viscosities within one company can help you avoid that plateau effect. Now, I do have videos on that, but essentially the benefits that your skin sees from something, it can kind of go nose blind to it and not see those benefits or feel those benefits as much. Switching it up like this, really good for the beard, the way it feels, the way it styles, and even just like a part of it might be a little placebo, but there is some real science behind it too. So let's go ahead and get started here. I don't have any particular order. I do have some notes because they have some really good descriptors about their scents, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it justice for you guys. So the first one up is Highland Spice. Highland Spice, most importantly, this has a carrier blend of jojoba, avocado, coconut, walnut, and grapeseed. Okay, I got a straight up medium viscosity out of this blend. Let me show you guys here. Slight color tint to it, not much, just to describe it, not an issue ever, but just describing this. Medium viscosity. The feel and beard was really good. This one is one that you don't see a ton of like walnut. You don't see a ton combined with like an avocado. So it's some really nice notes to it. My beard styles well. My beard looks great. It's actually the one that I would say my beard responded to the best. Now, onto the scent profile here. Let me read what they have down, you guys. Scent profile is, we went to Scotland a couple of years ago to see some family and do some exploring. We came across a straight up real deal Highland cow and were able to pet them and mess around with them a little bit. This was his wife's, one of her favorite memories from the whole trip. The beard oil that they were wearing at the time had something mixed up before the trip, didn't have a name for it, and afterwards started calling it this Highland Spice. All right, so that's the story that they have on there. So on the labels here, they do have the ingredients. The one thing that I would love to see on this label, if ever possible, is whether it's on the side here where we have like the flag and a little bit of space, is to put some scent descriptors. Just, you don't have to put everything that's in the bottle. We know in the US that's proprietary, but maybe put on there clove, nutmeg, amber, whatever the notes may be, just to kind of guide the consumer to what you're trying to paint the picture of what this scent is. Most of us are not scent creation experts. Most of us are not like, ooh, this goes with this. But let people know what's in it. I think that can be very beneficial. But let me give you my take on this Highland Spice. And it's spicy. I would say that maybe there's some, it's kind of that almost Christmas type dinner. It's that holiday type season. And the only bummer, and it's not super spicy. It's not like, whoo, okay, whoa. It just has that little bit of tingle. Maybe some allspice in there. It smells like the holidays. To me, that's the best way I can put this. I really like the feel and beard of this one, but unfortunately it doesn't line up with my scent preferences. It's not going to be something that I would likely wear after this review. However, if you're a spice lover, you're going to enjoy this. That is strictly, this is not me doing like YouTuber talk, strictly personal preference. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just, I don't prefer that type of scent profile. But if you like that holiday, seasonal, spicy type scent, they got you covered right there. All right, next one up we have is Scoden. Scoden. And this is the note that we have for Scoden. It is jojoba, avocado, and sweet almond. This one is a medium thick for me. Medium thick. And I believe, to me, this is actually the thickest one, which if I was looking at an ingredient list, this would not have been the one that I picked out as being the thickest. This one flirts with being thick. If I had to put any of them as like the thickest, I do believe this was it. And again, you guys, that is jojoba, avocado, sweet almond. Now, he has some with castor. You would have thought those would have been the thickest, but Scoden to me is the thickest. It's a little bit thick out of my preference, but for those of you that like the thicker oils, this one could be for you. Now, this one says, the area of northwest Mexico where we live is one of the largest Native American reservations in the entire country, the Navajo Nation. I used to teach about this when I was a history teacher. While their culture is very strong and unique, so is their sense of humor, which is why this works. The Navajo people were the code talkers in World War II. Yeah, shout out to history. Their Navajo language is famous and is a famous trait of theirs. Now, in modern times, the accent of the Navajo speaker is unrecognizable. And there are a couple catchphrases that have become popular throughout this part of the country. And if you know, you know. If you don't, then it doesn't matter. Scoden, let's go. Studis, let's do this. And I apologize if I pronounce those wrong at all. We picked Scoden just for fun. All right, so that is what we have as far as what this scent name is. As far as the scent profile, and again, I would love, with a passion, would love some scent notes on here. But on this one is, and it does have a little descriptor as far as what the scent smells like on this one. It did not on the last one. And this one is rocking this blend of the sweetest natural base oils and some sweet scents to get your beard ready for the day. So I would say that this is more on your kind of traditional citrus type scent profile. I really enjoy this one. Now, it's the thickest blend for me, so my beard doesn't love the blend the most. And then the other one had the best blend for my beard, but the scent wasn't the most. That is the only kind of like trouble when you are matching singular scents with singular carriers, is that it might not match up on both sides, you know? So I really enjoy the scent profile, a little bit thick on the viscosity for me. But I will say, both sides of my preference there is pure quality. I could tell that this is a quality thicker oil. I could tell the first spice blend is pure and beautifully done. It's not overwhelming. It's not cheap. It's done very, very well. All right, next one up is Zia Lavand. Zia Lavand. He's challenging me with my expert pronunciation here. And what we have for this one, you guys, is castor, jojoba, and sweet almond. Now, again, on paper, castor being first, I would have assumed this was the thickest one. But to me, this is a medium thick and would be the second thickest oil out of the batch. Medium thick. I'm pretty confident on that assessment. If I had to go 1 to 10, 1 being like water, 10 being straight castor or Artius man level thickness, I would go with the 7.5 here. All right, and our story on the scent here is the sister-in-law, Aunt Laura, is super crafty, and Scotty gets a ton of inspiration to be creative from her. In her house, there's always multiple oil diffusers just pumping nonstop. One of her favorite scents she uses is lavender. Mine too. So we created this scent in tribute to Aunt Laura's peaceful, comfortable, and smelling house. Awesome. And by the way, Zia Lavanda is Spanish for anti-lavender. Very cool. All right, let's give this one a smell here, you guys. Yeah, this one's beautiful. This one is a really pure, relaxing, calming lavender. Now, being that it is an essential oil, and it's not the strongest essential oil, you wear it for you. This is not something you're projecting to a room. This is not something that's going to last 8 hours. It's going to last several hours, and then I'll get whiffs of it throughout the day. Very well done. I enjoy this blend a lot. I enjoy this scent profile a lot. Love, this will be used again by me. And that says a lot, because I don't get a ton of days where I get to choose. All right, 2 more, you guys. 2 more here. Next one up is Driftwood Drive. Driftwood Drive from Scotty B's. And the Driftwood Drive is walnut, jojoba, sweet almond, and castor. Now, this one is a medium viscosity. Again, on paper, jojoba, castor, I would have thought that maybe it would have been a little bit thicker. Nope, it's a straight up medium. And here's the story on the scent. The scent is named after the road that his sister Heather lives on in New Mexico. I love how family-based this is. I know some of you are picking up on that. Pretty much the entire state is desert, but there are some cool areas that have mountains and trees. She happens to live in one of those areas where there are a lot of cedar, pine, and pinyon trees. When we go to her house, we get out of the car and instantly we can smell the desert forest. So we named this oil after that road. I like that term, desert forest. It's not something you hear often. And this one's wonderful. This one is the lightest and most subtle scent. I was wearing this one at night. Oh, and did I give a viscosity here for Driftwood Drive? Yeah, medium viscosity. If I did, I apologize for saying it twice. But this one is very light, very faint, but you do get the slightest little nature. You get the slightest going on a hike. I could actually use a little bit more scent on this one, pump that up a little bit, bring the forest even more so. It's nice. I bet there was something similar to a little bit of sage in there where you get that kind of desert kind of like drying after a rain. Love this one. Really good blend as well. That one's top 2 for me. And then the last one is Diluted Diesel. All right, the Diesel boys. All right, so what do we have for this bad boy here? All right, Diluted Diesel is grapeseed, sweet almond, jojoba, and just a little bit of castor. This one, I do have a medium thick blend, somewhere between a medium and medium thick. I would say that that's like a 6 on the scale for viscosity. And here's the story for the scent profile. Being around cranes and heavy equipment, yeah, so I forgot to mention earlier, he is a crane operator by profession. All of his life, he's come to enjoy the scent of diesel, oil, gas, grease, and other unique scents that come with heavy construction in their industry. My intention was to make an overpowering, almost too much scent for those hardworking guys that straight up smell like hard work. But once I mixed it all up and tried it out pretty mellow, I liked this diluted version of what he had in mind. So there it is, Diluted Diesel. That's a super cool name. And it is. I don't know how to describe this one. This one is straight up perplexing to me. And here's what they say on this one, is that it is a positive face vibe that will shine and last throughout the day. It is a very light one as well, and I don't even know the notes that I could pull out of here. It's pleasant. It's natural. To me, it dang near smells unscented, and it's just the natural carriers. A little bit nutty, a little bit earthy, sweet. But I don't get much more than that here. If it is scented, I don't pick it up, and I've worn this one 3 times now. I've had Sam smell it. I've had the kids smell it. I just get kind of a little sweet, little natural, little nutty. I would dang near call this one an unscented, but it's nice. I like those natural, earthy ones that are out there. So, to kind of wrap this up, you guys, with a conclusion, different carrier blends, different scent profiles. I do really want to hear from you. Which carrier blend do you think would be the best for your preference and your personal variables? And then which scent profile sounds like the best to you? If you guys want to give this company a try, I do highly recommend it. There's nothing that has me worried. There's nothing that is like low quality. It's just a family-owned company that's getting started and figuring it out. The website will come, label tweaks will come, just different changes along the way. One way for them to get there even better and faster is by you guys trying and giving them some feedback. So let me know down below. I want to hear about your preferences. What questions do you have for them? What thoughts, and especially, do you have any experience? Thank you guys for watching today. I love being able to cover these family-owned small companies. My name is Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.